locked in for Game 2 of these Grand Finals.
We have the Shadow Malamar into the Malamar, and even though this is a mirror, this looks very neutral, this is great for Filbeg because he knows from the winner's final that he wins charge attack priority in this match.
An absolutely massive lead for Filbeg. The most that David can hope for is maybe to try and catch on something else, or he plays out the scenario letting his Malamar go down, and he would have to work out how to take it down later.
This is looking so good for Filbeg because not only does he dominate this matchup, he also decides who gets switch advantage here, and because he has third in the back, the Tinkaton in the back from PvP, they will never see this third likely.
Yes, very little chance, but we do get that first catch. It is the catch of the foul play. This is the type of play that David needs to pull out if he wants to claim this match back.
This is only resisted. Looks like Filbeg is farming up some more energy and perhaps looking then to swap out or just get rid of the energy here. Going into the Swampert after banking another foul play and superpower. Player is going to do a good amount of damage, but Swampert is exactly where it wants to be.
David needs to remember the energy on that Malamar. He also has an attack on his own Malamar. Swampert coming in. One Hydro Cannon will put a ton of pressure onto this Tinkaton. So David's going for the Bulldoze first, trying to get a little bit of chip. And Filbeg knows, actually, I'm going to shield this up because I want more value from my Swampert in this
I
game.
like this play from David because Filbeg was probably counting up until a player off, and David wanted to get the damage in before that. And now you get some more Fairywind damage, especially after that defense drop from the Bulldoze into the Swampert. It makes it easier to get the farm down, otherwise Swampert might get to 2 Hydro Cannon on this Malamar.
The difficulty here.
Whoa!
There we go! This is exactly what we're talking about. Show the Malamar, and now I'm gone. Blastoise taking a Hydro Cannon instead of a Sludge.
Peekaboo catching the Hydro Cannon on Blastoise, but it baits out the Ferret. Ferret is in a great position here, especially because both Pokemon started off on even energy. But looks like Filbeg is not going for the Trailblaze before the first Hydro Cannon.
So Hydro Cannon coming through, this will do a massive chunk to the Ferret. It won't threaten a knockout, you need one more attack. Whereas Trailblaze from the Ferret will put the Blastoise in a really difficult position.
Wow, charge attack priority tie, Ferret wins it. This super effective Trailblaze will knock out the Blastoise and also boost the attack with the Ferret, making it even more of a menace, but you have the energy on the Malamar, not throwing it just yet. This is a boosted Swift, it's going to chunk into the Malamar. And do keep in mind that Filbeg still stores an attack on his own Malamar.
So David is shielding up this first attack, and I assume that that's because he doesn't want to put his Malamar in a range where the Sucker Punches could threaten a knockout. Remember that the Ferret is boosted after that first Trailblaze.
It is boosted, and that's why it did so much damage, going for the shield here, but David has another charge attack. It wins charge attack priority tie into the Ferret. Looks like Filbeg may have miscalculated that there. He does have the superpower loaded though for the opposing Malamar.
I think Filbeg is still in a comfortable position here because he has that charge attack already ready, and he is able to pivot into his Swampert as and when he wants. This superpower will do a huge amount of damage. It probably will take the knockout. Let's see.
It's coming in, superpower landing, knocking out the Malamar. Filbeg is still unbeaten!
17 games to 0. One more needed for the Italian. Filbeg has everything under control. Can he seal this final game to win the Bologna Special Championship?